What's going on? I'm Nagata, also known as Potato Jet on YouTube. We have a filmmaking production company here in Los Angeles. Today we're going to be checking out some really awesome templates that we can find in Adobe Stock. Some stuff that will really spice up your videos. Now most of us use Adobe Stock to elevate our production value or to fill in the blanks. But aside from that, one of my favorite things to do is heading over to templates, and I'm going to pick some out for Premiere Pro. Now these are awesome because they look good, they add a lot of value to the video, and the best part is they're easy. So if you're lazy like me, these are perfect. Let's check out this one. Neon glitch titles. Whoa. Now that is epic. What's cool is when you see stuff like that, it kind of gets your wheels turning a little bit. You go, oh, I could put this on top of this kind of shot with this kind of music, like 2D energy elements, something that I would have never thought of to create myself, but it's a template, purchase, and then look at this. How epic was that? I mean, come on. You know how awkward that would have been if I didn't have those energy elements in there? Now I have to get an opening shot for one of my videos that I'm working on right now, and I think I could definitely utilize one of these. Like, check out this one, Futuristic HUD Titles. All right, let's give this a shot. Now using that graphic as a reference, I'm gonna try to get a shot that will correspond with that movement that it had. So I have this set up on a motion control, and I'm trying to simulate it as close as I can. So let's get this shot, bring it back into Premiere. All right, so I got my opening shot here, looking pretty good. So I'm gonna head over to the graphics layout here, and essential graphics is what we're going to be using. We're going to be able to do some really cool effects like that. It's going to be minutes, and with Adobe Stock integrated into here, we can go there and we could even just browse some of the free ones. There's quite a few that are useful in here, so I'm just going to take it, drag and drop it into our timeline here, and then we can just start editing it, right? So we have our global controls, we can adjust our position. Let's just drop this in here. Let's get over here to text controls and type something in. Hey, what's up, dude? And then we have an editable layer here for text number 2, and again we can go and customize the size and the font of that. You could also make it transparent in the middle with the font, or also the padding of the bubble. And right now it's on blue, but the other common color is what, green? Yeah, no, let's switch it back to blue. And just by filling out a few boxes, we have our masterpiece. I'm gonna pull in the super high-tech looking graphic that we got earlier. Now this is how it looks right out of the gate, but let's go in and make some adjustments to make it work for us. First thing, I'm gonna go to style controls, and I'm gonna shut off the grid and backgrounds. And then we'll go into our text controls, and this controls the top of the graphic, which I don't really need anything there. On the bottom, maybe I want to highlight the phone's 8K video camera. Now the graphic itself does a little bit of a rotation, and so does the background, but at different speeds. So I'm going to do some speed ramping here by going to time remapping speed, and then I can extend out this layer. So here they're both facing straight towards us, so that's looking pretty good. But notice the graphic turns way faster, the phone is way behind. So what we're gonna do is right around here, I'm gonna try to do a speed ramp. So I'm gonna add a keyframe around here, and I'm just gonna crank this all the way up to, I don't know, 500-600, somewhere in that range. And then I'm going to feather this motion a little bit, and let's check it out. And okay, there we go. Now it's starting to line up a little bit, right? But now the phone keeps going past its endpoint, so let's try to get them to both stop right around there. I'm gonna add another keyframe, drop this down, and I'm actually gonna just drop it way down so it actually comes to a stop. Then again, of course, I want to feather that a little bit. So now I want to rotate this graphic. So I'm just going to do so right there. And I want to make it nice and small. I want to have it focused more around the camera itself. So let's move this over here. Oh, look at that. Looking pretty cool, huh? Now I'm going to adjust the placement of it a little bit. So let's start around here. I'm going to just slide it over so it's highlighting the camera. Hit my keyframe right there, and then let's go ahead, scooch forward, and right around there it drifts off, so let's move it back. And to try to hide that movement a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and give this an ease out, and this one an ease in. Look at that, already looking pretty fancy. It does feel like it is slapped on top a little bit, so one thing I might go do is go over to the opacity of this graphic, and I might try lighten. So now it looks a little bit more like it's on the device itself and interacting with the lights and reflection a little bit more. See what I'm talking about there? Now, if that's too Minority Report for you, we can go something a little more simplistic. I kind of want to try this one out. So I'm going to start off by shrinking this down a little bit, and we're going to scoot this to the left. And we can take this phone and scale it a little bit and scooch it a little bit to the right so it's a little bit less in the way. Oh man, that's looking nice. Now let's go in and just play with the titles a little bit. And these are great because they automatically scale your font. So if it's a longer title, then it'll shrink that down for you. Now that we have the font in there, we can just go ahead and just sample all the other looks just to make sure we made the right decision here. And I think we did pretty good. Let's leave it at that. The only thing is that underglow right there, that's not really working for me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just add a crop to that, pull out the bottom right up to there. Perfect. Oh, that looks so clean. Best part, it took me 12 seconds. Okay, maybe it was like 45 seconds or a couple minutes, but it wasn't long. Let's call it a wrap. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks Adobe for having me, and